Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking about all the mods for every single gun in Last Day on Earth that can be modded. So here you can see I got all the guns, and so now I'm going to show you the best mods for those individual guns. So the Scar is one of those more spam kind of guns. You just sit there and spray. So if you're sitting there and spraying, you're going to want stability, speed, and damage in that first column right there. So considering that, we're going to skip the magazine for now, but we'll come back to it. So with the best scope for the Scar, most scopes, they take away a lot of speed, which is definitely the case for the VS, or the Scar. So I'm going to go with this mod, just because, like, it's not a very good mod, but these other ones are just anti-productive. So this one is definitely the best out of all of those. The barrel isn't the same case. Most of these all increase stability and damage. So with that, this first one, it's definitely a good mod. It adds damage, crit chance, takes away a little bit of weight, which I'm not going to be worrying about weight in this video at all. But the durability drop is just so massive that it's not worth it. You might notice it adds the 23 DPS increase, which is definitely very good. But if you think about it, if you have a good weapon, you're gonna want that good weapon to last. But this mod takes away that lasting. So if you have a lot of scars, this is probably the better option. Like, I mean, stacks, or not stacks, chests on chests of chests, then you're going to want to go with this. This mod is definitely a very good one. It increases stability and damage, which is what we're looking for. But this one increases stability, crit chance, and crit damage. The crit damage and crit chance is more of a... It's not what we're looking for, but if it's added, I'm definitely going to take it. It takes some durability, but it's so minor that I wouldn't focus on this. This one just takes way too much. The last one, I'm not going to be taking scars to raids, mostly just blocks, so I wouldn't get it. Now, I don't know really what you would call this, the grip, I guess you could say. There's a lot of good mods here, and there's also the active skill mods. Personally, I wouldn't go with the active skill mod. I have one of them, and I'm trying to make it, so I can show it off later, see if it's good or not. But this mod, speed, stability, crit chance, and crit damage again, this is definitely the best mod for the Scar overall. So, with all those mods together, you have this. Very good. The only thing is that little bit of durability. We want to try to get rid of that while keeping our stats. So by going through all of these, so this is a mod that takes away that durability. This is a very good mod just for getting rid of that little nick in our durability. But this mod increases it even more. This mod, you might notice, it takes away stability, adds damage, and adds the durability back. However, I'm gonna go with this mod, just because it adds so much durability. It takes a little stability, but it's so minor I wouldn't focus at it at all, considering this is our increases. So overall, this is by far the best automatic AR in the game. So by increasing that durability, it's going to last longer, so you can... So, like, the mods, every other mod makes it good, while this magazine mod makes those good mods last, so you can use them more, I guess you could say. So the Winchester. Personally, I would not mod this gun, even if I had the mods, which I don't. I still wouldn't mod them. But we're going to go through it anyways, just in case you guys are one of those wealthy players that has everything and anything. So with this, you don't have the stability, but the Winchester shoots so slow, does no damage at all. It's just a bad weapon, you know. So with this, I want to increase the speed, damage, maybe crit, you know. This is more of a Frenzy Giant and Bunker Alpha kind of gun in normal mode. So increasing that speed will definitely help it make more opportunities for use. So with that, this is a very good mod. It adds durability, a little bit of damage, which constellation I guess you could say, but the durability, it's gonna help take out more Frenzy Giants. All these other ones, they also increase durability, so we're not losing anything that we could use. So this is definitely the best. Out of all of these, I don't really know which ones are in the game. I don't think these active skill mods are in the game, but we're going to include them as if they were, just in case when they get added, or if they already are added. So out of all of these, this one increases the speed the most and increases the damage. I don't know what the active skill mod does, so that may change which one's better, but this one is by far the best because it increases the speed, just like this one, but it also gives you extra damage, which is definitely helpful. The barrels. These are all kind of bad mods. This one's definitely pretty good, just because of the damage. This one is better, but it takes away that range, which is definitely something you want, because this doesn't have a lot of range already. So by taking that away, it's taking away its opportunity as a Frenzy Giant killer. You need that range because so that you can stay distance from that giant, so you don't get hit. And considering that there's already the wall trick, this just makes a Winchester kind of useless. But I am going to use this, as it does increase the damage and the crit chance. Alright, so with these mods, it's not a lot of good ones, but this one is the better out of the four, only because that durability and the crit damage, which crit damage is pretty nice, but we don't have any crit chance, so it doesn't really help anything, but it might, I guess. Okay, out of all these scopes, if we were to add everything back on, we lose that range. So we want to try getting that range back. So with all of these, the only one that really gets it all the way there is this one. Sadly, it does take away that speed, but it also adds a huge crit chance, which makes that crit damage that we got earlier useful, or at least of some use. So we're going to go with this one, even though it takes away that speed. Overall, I still wouldn't mod this gun at all. I don't know why I made this. It was a really dumb decision. I was like a really young player, or not young, just unexperienced, even though I played for a really long time. I just wanted a cool mod, and it wasn't even cool. Oh, I'm probably dying before this skip. There we go. So those are the mods for the Winchester. The Uzi. The Uzi is one of those guns that has the stability, and I know that this gun has great stability mods, so we're gonna max that out. It's the gun that never misses, but right now it's kind of a bad weapon. So stability is the main focus out of everything. Speed and damage, nice to have, but stability. So out of all of these, none of them increase stability, and this one actually decreases stability. It's so minor I wouldn't really worry about it, but also, considering that this gun, you just sit there and spray, you're going to want that range that it takes away, so we can't have that. This one, definitely a lot better, and a little bit of crit chance, nothing to worry about. And the weight, speed, also very nice. Now scopes. I also don't know if either of these mods are in the game, the active skill mods, but this one is the best of the four, considering it increases the damage and stability, which is what we're looking for. And now the stocks. A lot of good stocks, but this one, speed and stability, a little bit of durability, crit chance, yeah. I know this mod's pretty expensive. I have it and I've been working on it for a very long time. But once you get it, very helpful. The barrels. So, none of these take away speed like the other ones do. But only one of them adds stability and a lot of damage. Plus some range, which is also pretty good. So this one, by far, the best. So the stocks. This stock, it's just so good. It's one of the best mods for this gun, so we're obviously going to go with it. These others do the same thing, but stability is what we're looking for. So all of that put into place, the stability, it's just so high, plus some speed and damage, which makes that stability use better. It's going to kill the zombies faster. Huge range, huge durability, a little bit of weight taken away. Very nice overall. Crit chance. It actually has a chance now. Damage. Crit damage. Nothing to write home about. So now onto the AK. The AK is also one of the spray and pray guns. So we're gonna go with speed, damage, and stability. So we're gonna skip the magazine first again. And just like the Scar, all these take away speed, besides the first one. It's a bad scope, or a bad mod to think about it, but all the other ones are just horrible. So I made that one instead. Barrels are kind of the same case. Like, it's not that this is a good mod, but it is a good mod. It's just the other ones are bad. So, with this one, it's better than the other ones, but it's still not a good mod. Well, it is a good mod, it's just nothing crazy. It takes a little bit of durability, which is what we're going to want to get back in the magazine department. So, this is a very good mod, and I would recommend it if you don't have this purple mod for the stability and a little bit of damage. So if you have it, definitely make it, unless you have this. Make this. You know, this is kind of more of a beginner. You could use the stability. This one is the better of the 3, 4, I guess. I don't consider this mod. It's horrible. I don't know why people make it or add it to their guns. It's stupid. Just don't do it. So this mod is by far, well, it's better, I guess. So out of all of these 4, these 2 are better. Now I'm not going to use active skill mods as a, I'm not going to count them in this, I don't know what you would call it, in this, like, choice of all these mods. So I'm not, like, yeah, the grenade throw is a good mod, but I'm just not going to use it as, I don't know how you put this. I'm not going to count it as a benefit for the gun. And I'm not going to do that with any of the active skill mods, because I don't have them, so I can't tell you if they're amazing or horrible. So I'm just going to count their stats. So out of these 2 stats, they both increase damage, but this one has the crit chance, so it is better in my mind. So all that put together, we have this. It takes away that durability again. So we want that little bit of durability back, which all of these do an incredible job of doing that. And you want that gun to last, so we're going to go with the highest. Takes stability, it's going to be like 1 or 2 shots, so don't even worry about it. All that. together, you have this. Huge stability, huge speed, huge damage, incredible crit chance, a little bit of durability, which is nice to have. Weight, not worried about it. So, because you're spraying and praying, you're not going to be moving, you're not going to be running. It's not that big of a deal. The M16. This gun, it's more difficult to tell which one is better in the magazine, so we're going to come back to that just like the other ones. So this, I know these mods increase the damage, speed, and stability amazingly, so that's what we're focusing on. So with the scopes, this is really up to you which one you choose. I'm personally like this one just because of the crit chance. This one does increase the damage. I might go into it later, but I'm sticking with this one for right now. Now, all of these, since we're looking for stability, which of these don't really give much of besides to this one, this is obviously what we're going for. This gun, or this mod, is absolutely useless. The only thing that it's really notable is the noise, and it only takes half, so I still wouldn't even take it to raids. Don't make it, even if you have it. It's nothing good. This is kind of the same case, but it actually takes the noise away, so you can take it to raids. But this is the better mods, unless you're going for a raid. Now to these two. This one is definitely not the better one, only because of the crit chance, again. Kind of like the scopes. Adds a little bit of damage. This one's a more rare, this one's a purple mod, I believe. I got this one first, so I made it first. But if you have this mod, make this one over the green one. So all that, you got this. A little bit of durability, but huge stability, major crit chance and crit damage, which is very nice to have. So you want to get this durability back, but sadly there is a mod. Well, not sadly, but there is a mod that's amazing. This is the best mod for the what am I saying? The M16. This one increases the durability like crazy, which, if you don't have a lot of M16, this is what I would go for. But I get M16s every other day, basically, and I don't use them that often. So this is the one that I chose personally because of the speed and stability. So all of that, huge, well, this one, sorry, huge speed and stability. Crit chance is almost maxed out. Actually, with the why am I saying VSS? The M16, this is the highest crit chance you can have, the highest speed you can have, highest stability, highest crit damage, and highest range for that gun. That's 5 things 100% maxed out for this gun. The durability is very low. It's the lowest for the gun, I do believe. But it's that little bit of durability. Sad, yes. But if you think about it, if you have a gun that does 20 damage, say, and it only has 1 shot, I would rather have a gun that does 25 shots but only does 1 damage, if that makes sense. Overall, you're going to be getting more out of this gun than you would with more durability. So this is what I would go with. So the Glock. We're going to be doing a little bit of math. Like, well, not math, just some common thinking. So with this gun, it does 20 damage, and most targets, actually I'm pretty sure all targets, have 20 is a common factor for their health. So that means you're not wasting any damage, which means you're not wasting any durability. So damage, I'm not even going to be looking at it. Besides a different mod set that increases it by 5, which is a common factor for most of other zombies. So I'm going to be focusing on speed, crit chance, and durability. So out of all these, this one is a very good mod. Durability and speed, both what we're looking for. So we're going to be going with that. The scope. This one is a more hard one to say, because I am going to count the active skill mods for this because they are very, very good in taking out large groups of zombies and more high-leveled zombies, I guess you could say. So out of both of these, this one is better in both the active skill mod and stat-wise. The active skill mod, you shoot them and it slows that zombie down for, I think it's 5 seconds. Very nice. While this one shoots it and knocks them back. Now, thinking about how many steps they're losing, this one is better. This one, it will slow a zombie down, but it's not enough to be worth it. And I'm dying of thirst again, aren't I? There we go. So, back to the clock. So overall, this one's better. This one is a good mod, increases the range. So is this. But this one is the best. So, here's where the two sets of mods kind of splits. This mod, crit chance, it's overall the best for this mod, or this set. So we'll come back to the other set later. Out of these, this one, amazing speed, damage we don't care about, and crit damage, very, very nice. Now, out of these two lasers, this is obviously the better one, and it increases damage. Not really looking for it, but it is a constellation. So all that thrown together is this: speed, stability, or speed, crit chance, range, durability. Very nice. Weight, it's a lot heavier, but I mean, I'm not worried about it. So here's where the other mod set comes in. So if we were to try to instead increase it in damage to 25 damage, then we would have to go with that. Yeah, that. The crit chance is very much lowered, but the damage is increased. So it's going to take less shots, which means more durability to use. But this mod also takes durability, so it's not really worth it. You're using durability to get durability. Just cancel each other out. So then you might as well take the crit chance and deal with it. So this is the better of the two. This gun I would not mod at all, the zip gun. It only has 3 sets of mods, and it's a bad gun. It's more of a normal mode frenzy giant killer. But again, if you're one of those rich players, we are going to go through what those mods are. So with this, you want to kind of same as the Winchester, speed and damage with maybe durability. So with this one is amazing. It increases that speed, takes a little bit of damage, but the crit chance kind of compensates for that damage. So this one is better. I don't know if it's in the game. I don't think it is, but when it is, this one, I mean, if you have it, then you might as well make it if you already have everything else. So these two. This is, again, like the M16. It only takes away half of the noise. So it's just bad. It does add that crit chance, but this one has damage, gives us that damage back from what we lost. So it's just free speed. So now the handle. This one increases durability, very, very nice. But this one increases it more and takes away weight, which is better than the other one, and more durability. So all of that thrown together, you have this still trash gun. Honestly, the only reason why I picked up this gun in the first place was so I could make this video for you guys. I'm probably just gonna delete it. Or maybe use it on a Frenzy Giant. Don't really know. But moving on. VSS. Now we're gonna be doing more math. A lot. Well, common math. Or harder math, maybe. I don't know. Just depends on your age level or your thinking process. So, with this gun, it does 50 damage. 50 damage is a good number. Speed's 2.0, very nice. That means it shoots 2 times every second. And so, if we had the chance to get it to 80 damage, we would. But I have tried every single damage increasing combination in the game. It just doesn't do it. So, that in mind, we're not going to worry about trying to increase the damage so very high. So, we're going to skip the clip for now and come back to it. And so this one's kind of like the Glock. There's 2 different sets that you could, 2 different paths you could take. So, this one, if we're going all damage, very good mod. Nothing increases the damage like it does in this. Now you might be looking at it and like, wow, that's a lot of speed taken away. Doesn't that kind of, hurt you for the damage that you're taking? Well, you might remember I said the speed was 2.0. Well, now it's 1.8, which it's only 0.2 difference. Hardly noticeable, but that is kind of why this is the worst of the 2 different paths. It's only because of that speed, but it's very, very minor. So out of all these stocks, this one's, I wouldn't make it personally. Crit damage, which you can't even get anyway because you don't have any crit chance. This one, much better, increases the damage, which is what we're going for, and the crit chance, which makes that crit damage useful. This one, horrid mod, increases crit chance, which is very nice. Adds weight, don't really care about it, but it costs like 40 oak. No thank you. This is the better of the 2, I would say. So now this is more where the best mod for the gun, I would say, comes into play. This huge damage increases it by 5, which so does the scope, but it also gives you that max out crit damage. This also does the same thing with the damage, and you get that active skill mod, but I believe this active skill mod is just trash. I'm sorry. It does, I think, 120 damage, which, yeah, that's nice. 120 damage, that's a lot, but it takes 3 shots from the gun. So a little bit of math, if your gun's doing 60 damage and you're doing 120 with the mod, and it's 3 shots times the 60 is 180, so you're losing a whole shot right there. The only reason why this would be good if you're trying to snipe one singular zombie without aggravating a whole horde. But I still wouldn't get it. I would just rather deal with the horde normally. So, with all of that into play, we want to get this to 60 damage so we can have that common factor between the higher zombies. The floater bloater has 240 health, and the toxic abomination has 300. Common factor is 60. A common factor is 60, which is good, so we're not wasting any of that damage. So the maximum this gun does is 65 with all of these mods. 65 damage. Minus 0.2 speed. Not really anything crucial. Crit chance, you're not going to be seeing any crits very often. It adds a little bit of durability. But if we were to change and try to keep that speed, which would make it the better of the gun, and get that 60 common factor, then this is the mods you would be going with. You keep that speed, so realistically this is the better because you keep that speed, which is not that big of a deal, but if you want the best guns, this is the one to go with. However, you might be wondering why I'm going with the not as good path. It's because I want that durability. Yes, this is my favorite gun. I want to make sure these are used to their maximum efficiency and profitability. So this is what I'm going with. I keep that 60 damage plus some. Not really something but plus some. So I don't have to worry about that. I get the durability, which is what I want. So that's very nice weapon. Very, very nice. So moving on to the shotgun. This one, little bit of math. I don't know how much the damage increase is for this gun. How much damage you can increase this gun by. But this is also one of those guns I wouldn't really use for a large group of zombies. So I'm going to focus on damage, so it makes it more of a frenzied giant killer. So out of all of these, this one the better by a lot. It does its job in durability, plus you get speed and damage. Very, very nice. And even if any of these were better, any of these mods were better, which they're not, this one is the better of. So this one, it's better, and on top of that, the active skill mod, best in the game. You profit so much durability wise. Huge increase, plus damage, which is definitely something I want. So that's what we're gonna go with. Now, the grip, I guess you could call it, that's what I'm gonna call it. This adds speed, takes the damage, don't really want it. Adds the speed, keep the damage, definitely useful, but this, even more speed, plus some damage, and crit chance, definitely something we want. So that's the one. Now here, this is up to you. I don't know what the damage is, so if it's below, I think the max damage you can get on it is like 80, which is something I want. If all of these mods put together doesn't do 80 damage, then the mod you want to go with is this. If it does do 80 damage, then you want to go with this. The reason why you want to have that just little bit of damage increase, so you can do that 80 damage. So you can one-shot the fast spider zombies. So this just depends. If you have the mods and you know if it does 80 damage or not, let me know in the comments. But if not, you want to go with this for that crit chance. So all those thrown together, it's a major difference. The only thing that's right is weight. Don't really care about it. Noise, don't care about it. Not gonna be taking this to raids. But that speed, very, very nice. Damage, also insanely nice because of that spread shot. It's gonna be one-shotting a lot of zombies. So helpful. Crit chance, huge, so I can do more damage. Just, crit damage increases, helps that crit chance be useful. Range, don't really care. Durability, also nice, so I can keep that gun in use. So those are all the guns in Last Day on Earth Zombie Survival modded. If you have any other thoughts or ideas for any of these guns, just let me know, and I might add that into the video. If not, just enjoy, and thank you all for listening, and putting up with me. But thank you and bye.